Hey guys, it's Nibzscape, and this is my alt account, Nibzscape 2. Usually you can find him up in the Slayer Tower, killing a couple gargoyles, or perhaps down killing a couple brutal black dragons with his T-bow. However, unfortunately, I haven't played this account in a while. In fact, 125 days, and during this time, my membership has ran out. And unfortunately, due to the fact that I don't really play this account that much, I can't really justify paying for membership. And I'm a bit of a tight ass and I don't really want to spend the money off of my main. So, that kind of leaves me with one option. I'm back to free to play, and this is a place I haven't really been since I was about 12, and I persuaded my mum to buy me membership. So welcome to my new series, a series in which each episode we're going to look at a different free to play money making method. In order to buy our first bond, we'll look at how efficient it is and how long it will take. Welcome to my new series, Escaping Free to Play. So we are back, episode 7, and today we are going to be purchasing feather packs. So basically the idea behind this moneymaker is we go to one of the shops that sells packs of feathers. We constantly buy as many feathers as we can cheap, and then we go to the GE and then we chuck them in the GE and sell them at a higher price. And then overall we're going to make hopefully some decent money. So anyway, first things first, we're going to jump straight into the requirements. So for the requirements, you actually don't need any requirements. Basically, we're just going to be going to a shop, we're going to be buying some supplies, and then we're going to be going to the GE and then selling them for more money. So it's pretty much as simple as that. However, there are some recommended stuff. For the recommended, I'd highly recommend a decent sized cash stack, and it's quite a big cash stack to be honest. I'd highly recommend anywhere between 500 to 600k, and that should be able to do an hour. Any more than that, you're going to need a little bit more cash. However, there is one thing to bear in mind, is that with the amount of cash you're going to be putting into this, you're going to have to lose it for a bit, because it does take a while to sell the feathers at the end of the time. However, it's going to be pretty decent money, so it's definitely worth it if you've got that spare cash to spend. But we're going to jump straight back into it now. Okay, so as you could see in the requirements, we do need a nice cash stack. We have a nice 600k cash stack here, which obviously we made over the previous episodes. So we're going to go over the location. So the actual location where you purchase the feather packs is just south of Falador, and you're going to want to go to Port Sarim, and the place where you actually purchase them is in the fishing shop. So we're going to head over there now before we start our timer and stuff. So here we are in Port Sarim. Obviously the fishing shop is here, and basically this is the bloke you're going to want to trade. As you can see, he has feather packs. The value of the feather pack is 200 coins, and you get 100. So it works out around about 2 GP per feather. But you can actually sell these at the GE for 3 GP. They do take a while to sell. This isn't an instant thing. They can take sometimes days. I think that it could possibly take up to a week to sell, but they will sell eventually for 3 GP, and you're actually going to make a very, very nice profit. So hopefully we've got enough money here with this 600k. And yeah, basically we're going to start the timer now, and I'll show you what to do. So you're going to want to trade, and you're going to want to buy 10 feather packs, and then you're going to want to open your feather packs. And then by the time it finishes opening your feather packs, you're going to want to go back, trade, and then just basically repeat over and over again. So here we are, we go back, they've restored, buy another 10, and then open. And yeah, this is pretty much all we're going to be doing for the next hour, and hopefully we make some decent money. But as you can see, this is sort of semi-AFK, but not as well. But we'll see how it goes. I'll do a proper review and stuff at the end, but I'll probably tie in around about the half-hour mark, and yeah, I'll see you then. So literally just over the halfway mark now. I kind of I got too carried away, but yeah, pretty chill so far. And to be honest, it's good. It's not too bad. It's not completely AFK. I got to admit that. The downtime in between having to click on him and then open the pack, but it has got this very chill sort of feel about it. So yeah, I mean, obviously it depends on how much money we make from this, but it's definitely doable. I could say maybe I could do this on like 2 accounts at once if you really wanted to. But as you see with the amount of starter cash you actually need quite a bit of money behind you to even start this. And it also takes quite a while to sell in the GE as far as I'm aware. But obviously see you at the final hour price check or whatever, and we'll work out our profits and all of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's chill. It's chill, and I honestly can't complain. So yeah, I'll see you then. So we're literally down to our last minute now, and yeah, I mean, so far it's been good. I've enjoyed it. It got a little bit boring, especially in this last like sort of 10 minutes or so. But overall, it's pretty chill. I mean, you can't really go wrong. We have spent a lot of money. The money has depleted. Obviously, we started off with 600k, and we're now down to 89k. We're probably gonna spend a little bit more still in the last 40 odd seconds. But honestly, it's looking. Well, we got 244,000 feathers. So yeah, that's a crazy amount of feathers. It's gonna take us a while to sell them. But yeah, I mean, for an hour's work, I think we've made some decent money. I mean, obviously, the markup on these is pretty decent. Well, as far as it's costing us about just over 2 GP each one, and we're going to be selling them for 3 GP. It's going to be looking pretty good, but we've literally got 12 seconds left. We might be able to buy a couple more, but it's going to be very, very close. I reckon we can. I reckon we can buy another 10. And then we're going to click through these because we can open them extremely fast. There we go. And the timer has stopped. Oh, the timer is very loud as well. But there we go. We have finished off with 248,000 feathers. And we spent just under 540k. I think the easiest way to price check all this is just to chuck it all in the price checker. And then obviously minus the 600k we started off with. So obviously we'll chuck our starting cash in, and we're going to chuck in our feathers, and the total value comes to 825k. So 825k minus obviously our starting cost of 600k. That is a total profit of 225,000. That is absolutely insane. That is extreme. That's way more than I was expecting. Obviously, it's going to take us a while to sell these feathers at 3GP. But they do sell, and that's the main thing. They do sell at 3GP. So it might take a couple hours, it could take a week, but they will sell eventually. And you're going to make some very decent money. Obviously, you're going to need a good amount of starting capital, a lot of cash to start this off. But overall, that is extremely good. I've got no telly back to the GE, but we're going to have to like home telly this or something, which is not fun. But yeah, we'll chuck these in the G, and I'll let you know how long they took to sell. Okay, so we're going to chuck all our feathers in. Obviously, a massive tip is you have to sell them for 3GP. You can't undersell them. If you sell them at 2GP, you're actually going to lose a lot of money. So make sure you sell them at 3GP. We're going to chuck them in. Obviously, they're going to take a little while to sell, and I'll come back to you when I finally sell them all for our outro and all of that stuff. So as we wait for the feathers to sell, we're going to get on with the review. And first we'll go over the profit per hour. And the profit per hour is 225,000. And that is absolutely insane. It's one of the highest things we've done, but you do have to bear in mind it's a big cost to start off with. And it does take quite a while to actually sell the feathers. But we're going to go over the AFK rating next. And I'm going to have to give this a 7 out of 10. It's pretty chill. It's a very good AFK. It's not completely AFK. There's not a massive amount of downtime in the actual opening of the packages. You're only opening 10 feather packs. However, it's still pretty chill, so I can't really complain. We'll have a little look at the current bond price. The current bond price is 5.4 mil, which is absolutely insane. But if you were to solely do this method to get a bond, it would take 24 hours, which ain't too bad. However, it would take a very, very long time to sell the feathers from this. Overall, I do recommend it. It's a very, very good money maker, but as it takes so long to sell the feathers, I wouldn't do it too much. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours of your like gathering your bond. It's definitely worth it, but obviously you are going to lose a little bit of money, and obviously it's going to take a long time to sell the feathers, so you're going to lose some of the money you could be using maybe to flip or do some other things in the background. But I do recommend doing this. So this is roughly about 34, 36 hours after the last recordings, and yeah, they finally all sold. So we'll go to the G now and have a little look. So yeah, they all sold 744k. So a whole hour took roughly about 36 hours to sell them all. So you have to obviously bear that in mind. But yeah, I mean, we've ended up with, at the end of episode 7, I think we're on now, we've got over a mil. Looking pretty decent. We got some gear back in the bank as well. So yeah, that was a pretty decent moneymaker. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It helps the channel out massively. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you next time. Peace out.